Selecting the content and organizing it visually.
For the fact sheet, I thought compiling the correct information was probably the most difficult part of the task.
For me, the most challenging thing was to recreate on Canva the layout that I had visualized in my head. Well, the suggestion that I found in the Socio-Hub manual to use the 3-column template.
Making a sketch on paper as suggested in the Socio-Hub manual.
I think remembering what this is trying to communicate was probably the most useful piece of information. And even though that's quite a simple piece of advice, of course you should concentrate on what you are trying to communicate and who you are trying to communicate to. It is also something I think it's very easy to forget sometimes.
I think around 8 hours in different sessions, definitely. But well, it was my very first graphic work.
It took roughly about 6.5 hours. Although it has been continuing for longer. So that was probably the first draft. In total, I think it's taken over 10 hours, but I don't think that's normal. I think I'm just found this fact sheet especially difficult.
5-6 hours, but in different sessions. It's good, I think, to let it rest and get back to your fact sheet with a fresh mind.
Well, choosing the design wasn't so time consuming because I had it quite clear in my mind, but then it took me a while because I had to adjust it multiple times.
Until after the first draft, because I changed the design. I wasn't happy with the first design layout and my supervisor wasn't happy with the first design layout. So it was quite a difficult process.
I realized that it is very easy to waste a lot of time in choosing a layout. So my suggestion would be to stick to a simple one and avoid the most elaborate ones, but still something that you like, and to be consistent with that style.
To be honest, I was surprised by how difficult it was for me. I thought it was going to be kind of like making a PowerPoint presentation, but turns out not at all.
I was surprised by how much time it took me to decide how to visually organize the content.
My answer for question 5, I think, is how difficult it was to compile and arrange the appropriate information and data. How difficult it was to try to recreate the thesis's main topics within the space of 2 pages, because it was quite an extensive thesis with a lot of very important information, so narrowing down the topic was quite difficult.